morning, everybody. Come to the end of the week. Today is 21st of June 2019. We'll start analysis by first look at GBP USD, the way I am now. So this chart has been downward from the moment when this happened. When we saw this was a sell sign. So far we've been into that sell. Price has gone down, retraced, continued down, retraced, and then every time it retraces back to this resistance, it's unable to close above. So this is still a sell, in my opinion, as long as the price does not clearly break above this trend indicator. We are still into a sell. As it is at the moment, we actually expect a bounce. The same bounce which happened here to push price downwards should also happen here to push price even lower. So as it is on the daily, we're actually looking for a sell. For us, we're beginning an active uptrend, as you can see. So this could be a sign that the trend is heading upwards. We are somehow reversing to the upper side. The dot you are seeing here, this small thing which appears here, is actually a sign that the price is likely heading upwards. So this may push price higher. We also have a level here. We have a level here that price has to clearly ascend above before we can conclude that this is a buy. So if price comes up to this level, two things are possible. The price may bounce off of that level and head straight to the lower side, or it may break above and then retrace back before we can see a buy to the upper side. So these are the things that are likely to happen. The price may bounce off of this level and head straight to the lower side. It may break above, retrace back before we can pick a buy to the next level. So that's it. We move forward 1 hour. We are still upwards. From this moment when this happens, it's still upwards. So we move forward to the next chart. Euro USD. Euro USD is actively upwards from the daily. As you can see, the price was supposed to head downwards, but somehow it reversed. It was supposed to head downwards from when this happened. Asked small up move. It's a down move, and currently we reversed again and we are now upwards. So according to the daily chart, we are actually looking for a buy. We expect price to push even higher. For hours, we've started the up move. As you can see, we have the two green trend indicators showing us that the 3, 1, 2, 3. The 3 bars are showing us that we are upwards. So as it is on Euro USD, we are still actively upwards. For 1 hour, we are still also upwards. So I recommend you remain upwards, remain bullish on this one. These are the levels to look for. If price can retrace back up to these levels, then these are the places you need to trade from. We have this a support, this a break, a resistance, a resistance. Same place was broken, a support, a support, a support, and a very good place to buy from. So other than that, we also have a level here. If price can go above this level, this resistance, then this will be a very good place to look for a buy from. We want price to break above, retrace back, then we pick a buy up to the top, somewhere here. So these are basically the places you want to trade from. We want price to either this one, let price break above. Want it to do something like this, should break above, then retrace back slightly so that we can pick a buy to the upper side. This is what we expect to happen. So price should break above, retrace back, then we pick a buy up to 1.13436 up to the top. So we'll move forward to our next chart, USD/JPY. So USD/JPY has been downwards so far. We had an active downtrend, price retraced, went like this was a sell from when this happened. Price, instead of heading downwards, retraced back, bounced off of this indicator, continued down, another resistance, it continued down, and there's another. So this is still a very good sell. In fact, we went below a very significant daily level, which is this one. That is a very good support. And what it simply means is the price is still heading downwards. So as long as the price clearly remains below the zone I'm currently coloring, this is a sell. That's a sell. So you want to trade this correctly, you better wait for price to retrace back up to that zone, somewhere in between that zone, then let it give you a signal that you're supposed to sell from that point. Pick that sell, have your stop loss above the candle which actually broke up below this one. Have your candle above here. So sell in between, have your stop loss above, then have a take profit at a weekly level, which is this. Yeah. So if you pick that sell correctly, the next place to stop at is 104.688. So we'll move forward. We'll move to our next chart. That should be SP500. And if you can remember, SP500 has been a buy so far. We actually took a buy some few days ago. We're still holding on to that buy position. Actually, it hit our take profit. You can remember yesterday actually had a buy here. Let's see. Had a buy at this point here. We had our stop loss and then we had our take profit. Price has gone perfectly up to that level. So this is a very good buy. This is a very good place where if price can break above it, you're actually looking for a sell in a buy. But if price bounces off of it, then we look for a buy. As it is at the moment, we're still holding on to a seller's perspective temporarily. In case price breaks above, we expect price to continue even higher. 1 hour, still upwards, actively upwards. So I move forward to the next chart. Brent oil. Brent oil is upwards. The MACD is showing us a buy. The indicator we are having on our screen, which is this, it's also showing us that the active trend is upwards. For hours, we are still actively upwards. Actually, on the 4-hour chart, we actually began the move here. This is where the uptrend being started. So we want price to clearly come back up to this level. Let it come back up to somewhere around 63.059. Perfectly in between that zone. Pick a buy up to 66.506. So if you look at the chart at the moment, you better be looking for a buy from when this happened. Price can pull back up to this level, pick a buy up to the next level. The next buy should push price even higher up to the next level, 69.300. So we move forward to our last symbol. That should be gold. So far, gold has been actively upwards. We want to see if there are any changes we need to make on that side. So you can remember some few days ago I actually insisted that gold was approaching a weekly resistance. At this here, we had a resistance at that point, and then this was a very good resistance. Somehow gold has successfully closed above it. So this is a very good sign that we're supposed to head upwards. It's a very, very, very good sign that the trend is still heading upwards, and therefore we expect price to continue to the upper side. So if the current week's candle can close the way it is at the moment, we still expect price to proceed even higher. So on gold, wait for retracement, then you pick a buy. 4 hours, trend has been upwards from the moment when this happens. We've been actively upwards. 1 hour, also been actively upwards. So if price can bounce off of this indicator now as you're speaking, then that's going to be a very good sign that you're supposed to look for a buy. So that should bring us to the end of today's market overview. We meet again on Monday at the same time. So if you're listening to this on YouTube, you may want to like this video, leave your comment, say any pair that you want me to talk about, and if there's any other symbol that you need me to talk about other than the ones I've just mentioned, then please do so under the comment section. Just show me that this is what I need to talk about, then I'll be able to clarify it here. Any chart, any symbol other than the ones I've just mentioned, you have the chance to say them here under the chat. So thank you very much. See you again on Monday.